To students, very good morning. Jai Hind. In chapter number 12, that is Introduction to Graph. So far, in 6 lectures, you have got idea how to draw the graph. Initial lecture number 1 was taken by me to just give you idea about the graph in detail. At that time, I also explain you how to locate the points on the graph paper. That was detailed. How to prepare graph paper, how to locate the points, how to guess the quadrant, all discussion were accomplished in our lecture number 1. Then, as you all know, lecture number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All these rest of the lectures were specially dedicated for explaining you how to draw graphs. Now, today, in this particular chapter, it is the last lecture. And today the topic is little reverse than the previous. In the previous lectures, we were locating the points. After locating the points, we were drawing the graphs. Now, dear student, in today's lecture, the topic is totally reverse to that. Means in today's lecture, the title of the topic will not be drawing the graph, but the title of the topic will be reading the graph rather than drawing the graph. Understand? Means you do not have to plot the points, you do not have to draw the graph. The graph will be already in front of you. You just have to develop the skills of reading linear graph. In today's lecture, the topic will remain this way: reading of linear graph. Not only that, we will take some of the MCQs based on graph in last lecture today. Okay? So, dear student, chapter number 12, that is Introduction to Graph. Okay? Introduction to Graphs. And today we are in lecture number 7, and the topic I would like to write the topic here. The topic of today is, this is the title in the textbook, reading a linear graph. Means you do not have to draw the graph. Graph will be given to you already. You just have to develop the skill of reading a given graph. Okay, that's what is our topic today. Understand? Reading a linear graph. For this purpose, dear student, we simply have to draw one graph today, and from the given graph which we will draw here, few questions will be asked, and we have to develop the skill of answering those questions from the given graph. Understood? So, in today's for question number 1, first we will draw the graph, and based on that particular graph we are going to answer few questions. Okay, so first we are drawing the graph. Okay, and in this particular graph there is utilization of only first quadrant. So I would like to suggest you to draw only the first quadrant. Okay, because the entire graph is dealing with the first quadrant only. How to just adjust the first quadrant, you all know very well. Okay, because in many example before we have already done this. This is y dash. Okay, and then draw the x axis also. This is x axis. Understood? Extend a little bit x axis and y axis, just because we are interested only in the first quadrant, we are just showing first quadrant only. X dash, this is the origin. This graph will be given to you in exam. Understand? And based on the graph, some of the questions which are asked needs to be answered. Okay, so first let us represent the coordinates 1, 2, positive x coordinate obviously 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, positive x coordinates, and now now here let us write positive y coordinates. These are already given data when you draw the graph. Positive y coordinate. I am just writing till this only. And now, dear student, they have taken 2 points to draw the graph. One you mark here x2, y4. This is the first point they have targeted. X2, y4, no doubt it is already given. Understand? And the second point they have targeted, that is x4, y4. At least mark these 2 points. Understood. And now let us draw the graph which has been already given. Okay. First, they have joined both these points. Okay. Please join them. First, do this. Then they have joined graph with this point. This is already given. Just because I am explaining you, that's why I have to draw it for you. Okay. Now this is also joined here. This is the graph given to you. Okay. This will be given to you in test. First you draw the graph. These 2 points, 2, 4, 4, 4, just to comfort to draw the graph. Okay. Now, dear student, as far as this particular graph is concerned, I would like to name them because I am adding some more in the given graph. I am just naming this point as A, B, C and D. Okay. So that I can raise few more questions for you in this graph. Now, dear student, topic reading a linear graph. Graph has already been shown here. Now you have to develop the skill of reading the linear graph. One by one, we will take the questions, and these questions will be answered with reference to this graph. And the first question, this you please write down on the opposite page. This is the first question. Write down with me the, this is the first question. Coordinates of point A are dash. This is the first blank. Okay. Yes, in our previous lecture, we have done a little bit of this type. Here, dear student, the first question for all of you, the coordinates of point A are dash. See, point A is here. Can you guess before me? Point A is here. It lies on the y-axis. Here it is meeting y-axis at which point? At number 8. How can you find the coordinates of A? Point A lies on y-axis. Any point which is lying on y-axis will have x coordinate 0. So, how will you write the answer of this? What will be the coordinates of point A? You write this A will be, because the point is lying on the x-axis, y coordinate you can read from here 8. So your first answer. The coordinates of point A are 0, 8 because it lies on y axis, and never make any mistake when you write the coordinates, dear student. First coordinate will always be x coordinate. Second coordinate will always be y coordinate. Be sure about this. Understand? You have to be very sure regarding this. This point lies on y axis, so its coordinate will be 0, 8. Okay. Now the second question. Please be very conscious. Whenever you write the coordinates, first is always x coordinate, second is always y coordinates. This is question number 2 for us. Coordinates of point B, or sorry dear student, coordinates of point D are dash. This is again another question. Can you guess before me? See dear student, here lies point D. As you all know, point D lies on which axis? X axis. Obviously, because point D lies on x axis, its y coordinate will be 0. This particular basics we have understood in lecture number 1 also. So can you guess the coordinates of point D? How will you write? Because point D lies on x axis, its y coordinate will be 0. X coordinate you know 8, that you can read from here only. So this way, understand, questions can be formulated. Okay dear student. Now third question. Suppose you are asked the question in this way. Changes in y when, please concentrate, changes in y when x changes from, note down the question, changes in y when x changes from 0 to 2. First you understand this particular question, what they have told. Changes in y when x changes from 0 to 2. So dear student, concentrate. You have to find changes in y when x changes from 0 to 8. Please concentrate. When you take x 0, what is the value of y8? You understood this? x0, y8. Now, when x is 2, what is the value of y4? You can understand this. If you still want to make it more sure, let me draw the dotted line for you so that you can understand it more proper. Okay. See, dear student, what you need to do is that they have given you two values of x, 0 and 2. So what you have to do, you also have to find two values of y with reference to values of x. x0, y x2, what is y? 4. You understood this? When x is 0, here the y. But when x is 2, how can you find the value of y? So first you draw the dotted line, and after hitting this point, draw dotted line perpendicular to y, 4. So two values of y you got. When x0, y8. When x2, y4. So how will you write the answer? This is your answer. Y changes from 8. When x0, y was 8 to 4. You understood this? Y changes from 8 to 4. Is it clear in your mind? Suppose, dear student, the next question. Let us check this, okay? What is the question? Changes in y when x changes from 4 to 8. Let us try to understand it. First, dear student, you note down the two values of x, 4, 8. Now first you target here 4 and 8. If you just draw the dotted line, when x is 4, what is the value of y? Also 4. And when x is 8, what is the value of y? 0. You understood this? Two values of x. One is 4, one is 8. When value of x is 4, value of y is also 4. Now you can see the sloping down. When value of x is 8, value of y obviously 0. So when x changes from 4 to 8, y changes from 4 to 0. So your answer will be this. Y changes from 4 to 0. Okay, so this is question number 4. you need to practice such questions. Okay, suppose in textbook they have given such type of 3 to 4 questions only. Understand? But dear student, we can generate few another questions also. Okay, suppose if you are asked a question like this, let me write the question: changes in, suppose I formulate the question this way: changes in x when y changes from. See the question I am designing: changes in x when y changes from, suppose from 7 to 2. Okay, first you please note down the question and then let us try to answer this particular question. Changes in x when y changes from 7 to 2. Now, dear student, because I am explaining you graph on the board, okay, and you are exactly doing at home, particularly on the graph paper. So it might happen that when I try to write any particular answer, there may happen a minute variation of my answer and your answer, mind it, because this is not exactly the graph I have and you are drawing directly on the graph paper. So minor changes may come. Okay, changes in x when y changes from 7 to 2. What you have to do, first you select both the values of y given. One is 7, one is 2. From 7, draw dotted line to meet the graph. Suppose somewhere here. Then from here, where it meet the graph, you draw a straight line to join with the x-axis. Okay, here is the point, and just draw the dotted line. Okay, this way to read the x coordinates. Somewhere I am getting it here. You should try to get the exact. Suppose I am getting here. So this is the x coordinate. Arbitrarily, it looks to me like 0.5. So when y is 7, how I am able to read the coordinate of x? First from 7 you draw a dotted line to meet here. Then this line needs to be joined with the x-axis. So x is 0.5. Now the next values, that is 2. So what first you will do? First you will draw a straight line from 2 to meet the graph. Okay. Suppose somewhere here. And now the dotted line to take the x coordinate somewhat 6.5. So actually what my target is to explain you that there may happen a little minor variation with your graph, some point variation. See, when y7 we got x 0.5, when y2 we got x 6.5. So dear student, how can you assess it out? When y changes from 7 to 2, x changes from 0.5 to 6.5. So I would like to write the answer this way. X changes from 0.5 to 6.5. Is it clear? So this way you can read the coordinates. Understood? Suppose if I give you one more question, please try it out. Understood? Question I am giving you and you just try this out. Okay? Sixth one. What is the question? Changes in x when y changes from when y changes from 1 to 6. I am just giving you 2 minutes time to perform this. You can read it properly, dear student. Changes in x when y changes from 1 to 6. Just target. Two values of y you have to target, 1 and 6, and accordingly you have to guess the values of x. Okay. Target 1 and 6 and accordingly try this. My answer sometime may differ a little bit from your, because here maybe you in the previous one maybe some minor variation can be there because you have exact graph paper in front of you on which you are precisely drawing each and every line. So some point variation may take place, but you all have to give the correct answer because you all are working on graph paper. Understood? Just 1 minute and then we will perform the same example here. Changes in x you have to find when the coordinate y changes from 1 to 6. Y changes from 1 to 6. You have to find how x changes. Okay. Can we now see, dear student? First, two values of y, you have to target 1 and 6. When y is 1, what is the value of x? So first you have to draw a dotted line to meet the graph. Suppose I get then with x-axis. Suppose I got 7.6 around. There may be a minor variation. If I write 7.6, you have to write whatever exactly you are getting. 6 dotted line to meet the graph, and then one straight line. Understood? Suppose I try to be more exact and draw the line. Okay, so it is looking like somewhat 1.4. So actually, what can be your answer? When x was 1 or y is 1, x 7.6, y 6, 1.4. So you will write your answer as x changes from 7.6 to 1.4. So this is the way you need to develop the skill of reading a linear graph. Whenever you are given such particular question, you need to develop the skill how to read the given graph. This is also important. As it is important to draw the linear graph, equally it is important to read the data from the given linear graph. Understand? So this is the way you need to develop the skill of reading a particular graph. Okay? See, dear student, our target was to complete the topic of graph in this particular lecture, but it's not possible because still we need to take two more graphs and some of the necessary MCQs based on this. So it will take a little more time spent. Okay. So actually, as far as today's lecture is concerned, we are stopping the explanation of topic here. In the next lecture, we are going to take a graph of distance versus time. In that also we are going to discuss some of the very interesting questions. Understood? Okay, so dear student, the guidance is you need to develop the skill of reading linear graph the exact way. Once you develop the skill of reading the graph in exact manner, then you will be able to answer all questions very easily. Understood? Right. And you see one thing, dear student, the graph is a slopy graph, you know. when value of x 0, y 8. Now when the value of x, see here, this is also the technique of reading, see, x 0, y 8. Then you know as value of x increases, value of y decreases. That means it is which type of variation looking like? It is inverse variation where one variable increases, one variable decreases. Such question can also be designed that just by seeing the graph and seeing the relation of values of x and y, can you guess which type of relation it look like? So because x increases but y decreases, it can be called inverse type of variation. We just related the topic of chapter 6 with the topic of chapter 11. Okay. Why? Because that's necessity to develop the skill of reading the given graph. Okay. So dear student, in today's lecture we have taken this type of graph, and in the next lecture we will take one more graphs and some of the important MCQs for revision. Okay. Thank you very much.